What it is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Town with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we have Hagerstown RCI Roxbury trapped on that farm with it. Now, this situation took place over 20 some odd years ago, right? They had your boy up there trapped on that farm. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, we're going to go ahead on and run the shout outs down for the people that have been supporting the channel through Cash App. First up on the list, we got the brother S-Dog. This brother sent his hard-earned money and supported the channel through Cash App. Appreciate you, brother S-Dog. Definitely ain't going to let you down. Just stay locked in. I got us. Next up on the list, we got the brother Van Mitchell. Can't appreciate you enough, brother. This brother don't just watch, he support. Just stay locked in. I got us. Van Mitchell. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. All right, so we got another special request story today. Good brother up on that farm sent me a kite, say he want the good brother to tell his story. Now, this is a new thing that I'm doing. I hope y'all enjoy it. This is a way to get some of my brother stories out there. They rocking with the channel. They got a couple cell phones up there. They fuck with the channel. A lot of brothers feel forgotten. They want their stories to be told. Period. So I'm going to be the voice of the brothers who don't have a voice right now. But anyway, now, me and this good brother go way back. I'm talking 2003, way back. So, you know, bro from old West Baltimore. We come in the system around the same time. So we both end up on that farm at Roxbury. Now, bro, for video purposes, we're going to call him Chase. No, that's not his real name, but we're going to call him Chase. So I don't have to keep saying bro and y'all get confused. But anyway, now, point blank period, bro, a street legend over West Baltimore. He get money, he run with the gangsters. Boss man for real. He was pushing cane and he was pushing a lot of it. Him and his two partners, who for video purposes, we're going to call one fat, so we're going to call one of them skinny. Because one is fat and one is skinny. But anyway, they ran their hood with an iron fist for real. He wanted the job, he had to go to them boys with their street light stuff. But undoubtedly, bro was number one in the clique. Out of that three-man crew, he was number one. He was the shot caller. Now, all three of these niggas come up together, and they all equally dangerous. But bro was just more of a leader than the other two. So they tend to let him go ahead on and call the shots, because he usually make the best decision for everybody. Now, when I say bro was getting money, that's really an understatement. Them boys was putting up numbers, 25, 30K a day on the cane. Now, you had niggas in the city getting way more money than that, but 25, 30K a day is enough to make niggas start paying attention to you, as well as the motherfucking law enforcement. Usually in the city, yeah. Cause ain't no such thing as quiet money in Baltimore City. You can't get no money without niggas knowing. Nigga can smell money. It's on your breath. You looking different. You're walking different. Somebody got some money. Cause you know niggas be trying to play it low key, try to ride around these cheap ass little cars and shit, dress down, minimize the jewelry wear, not knowing you could smell the money. Now their operation was they had one of the projects over west and 2 blocks right outside the projects in close proximity. On one they was knocking boy, on one they was knocking girl. And down in the projects they had the grass and the pills. But their main thing was the cane, because they had that in weight. So all the way up until this point, bro and his 2 partners been getting money, incident free, no crosses, no beef, no stick ups. That's smooth sailing. Well, back during this time, it was a few crews in the city that was going around kidnapping and niggas that was getting a lot of money in the town. You had a few crews from east, west, to south, Baltimore, couple credit crews. But this one particular we talking about today come out of East Baltimore, down in them real trenches. We ain't gonna say what neighborhood, just know it's one of the worst in America. But anyway, now this little cruddy crew, known for jacking niggas and making their bodies mysteriously appear in Lincoln Park, riddled with bullets. So them in particular was a little hyper-aggressive. Now the story goes, one of the good brother Chase, along with his 2 business partners, Skinny and Fats, one of their stash houses gets hit for a whole bunch of work. Bro didn't really specify how much it was, but he said a whole bunch of work. And in the fashion that it was done, the way they tied the girl up, took a sledgehammer and broke through the sheetrock walls looking for money, it had to come from somebody that knew their moves. So basically, Chase, he calling the stash house, Shorty ain't answering the phone, he drops on in. He had the key, so he come on in. He find her in the kitchen, taped up to a chair, mouth, hands, feet, all of that shit. She was alive though. Say they fucked the walls up in that bitch, basically tossed the house. He get to cutting the tape off of Shorty. Shorty tell him niggas had masks on and shit. She said she could hear it in their voice when they talk, they sound young. Now she said they got everything except for some shit that she had hidden in the refrigerator. Inside like a fish sticks box had like 10,000 in cash. Other than that, they got everything else. Even some straps out of there. So Chase, he called Skinny and Fats, let them know the spot got hit. They on the phone like, what? They rush over there. Bro wasn't really trying to say, but he took a big loss. He basically was saying he had to explain that shit to his plug because even though him, Fats, and Skinny was partners, he was the one really catching the weight, and they was really working for him. They was just like his top dogs. So he the one really took the biggest loss. But anyway, so probably like after a week or two go by, after the good brother Chase done put his hook in the water, word come back on which crew did the takedown. You'd be surprised how fast information come back when you put a little money out there in the atmosphere. Soon as he get word, he let Fats and Skinny know, like, boy, yeah, found out such and such and them. They was ones. But to his surprise, their response didn't match his energy. Cause they like, nah, yo, I don't think it was them. You know, they from over east, yo, I don't think it was them, you know. But Chase like, no, I got it from a reliable source. Got it from a reliable source. It was them. I believe it. So after going back and forth with them on that subject for a little while, he gets off the phone, puzzled. Like, why the fuck these niggas fighting me on this shit? So he's sitting there with his girl on the side of the bed, and he said his girl told him, like, yo, something ain't right about that, yo. Something just ain't right about that. He pondered on it for a second, but then he brushed it off. His mind brushed it off. So long story short, good brother Chase dropped a bag on the whole robbing crew, put the mission men on the job. Some of the good brothers that like a good bounty. So within like 90 days, them niggas just start dropping like flies. That whole little robbing crew just start disappearing. One by one, niggas was getting scratched off the list. And the good brother was back to business as usual. The trio, he was back to the basics. But he did say that he noticed Fats and Skinny both made some big purchases. A little bit after his stash house got hit. Fats went on ahead, got a little BMW. Skinny went on ahead, moved out the county. Yeah. But they was getting money, so he ain't think nothing of it, right? But the brother say one evening, he laid back in the bed with his girl, and the phone rang. His girl answered the phone. It's her homegirl who fucked with his homeboy Fats, his business partner Fats. Fats old lady. Chase girl, when his girl was like this, they was close. She called Chase girl crying, talking about Fats put his hands on her. She had left the house, went to her mother's house. She was irate, screaming in the phone, right? So Chase say his girl put the phone on speaker. He say she was telling him a bunch of Fats business, right? But then baby girl just up and say, she was like, and let Chase know, because she ain't know she was on speaker. She like, let Chase know. Them niggas was behind that shit. They put them boys up to rob his house, and they split the fucking money. They say he wasn't breaking bread like he supposed to. That shit was starting to get to his head. Them niggas did that shit, yo. So bro said he just sitting there looking at that shit like, what? The girl sitting there like, bro said he just jumped up out the bed.